explosion of gold to fill the cracks. A fanfiction reading by FeatheredMask. Chapter 11. Deku. What? Summary for this chapter. Obligatory text chat chapter. Katsuki made good on his promise, the one he made back in that dungeon, strung up on a metallic web and forced to stew, immobile in his hopelessness, for 4 days. He burned his school uniform. His classmates learned that little detail, along with the fact that he knew how to type on his touchscreen phone, when Tenya had so kindly reminded everyone that with the training camps the next day, they were expected to wear their school uniform. Minus the jacket, of course, with the weather being way too hot for that. Like hell would Katsuki wear more than one layer in this heat. Lord Explosion murder. What the fuck? Lord Explosion murder. I burned mine. Deku. What? But... Kachan? Ingenium. That is a gross violation of the school rules handbook. Deku. Why? Aravity. Aren't you blind? Lord Explosion murder. Stop typing so fast. You're making my audio glitch. Ingenium. Students can order new uniforms through the school's online store. They deliver within 5 to 7 days because of the school's quality standards. I was sure they were made to be fireproof, however. I will email you the link, Bakugo. Shoto. They're not. Mine are custom made. Ingenium. I did not know that. Apologies for assuming. Aravity. Okay, but how are you typing right now? Lord Explosion murder. It's called a phone, bitch. Aravity. You can call me a bitch when you beat me in a spar. You have a fancy smartphone. You can't even see the keys. Red Riot. Are you guys flirting? Guys, I think Uraraka learned how to speak Kachan language. Deku. I just want to know why Kachan burned his uniform. Ingenium. Please keep this group chat clean and take all romantic advances to private correspondence. Lord Explosion murder. My uniform was gross. Creator, you able to whip up a school shirt? Aravity. Creaty? Lord Explosion murder. Duck autocorrect. Ingenium. Please do not abuse your classmate's quirk to save yourself from your own rash decisions. Creaty. I think I can, but I don't even know where you live. Lord Explosion murder. Drop it off at Gravity's place. Red Riot. Oh my god, you're really dating. Aravity has changed Lord Explosion murder's name to Aravity's Blasty Bitch Boy. Creaty. I thought Ida was the chat owner. Aravity's Blasty Bitch Boy has changed their name to Lord Explosion murder. Aravity. I didn't think you knew how to do that. Ingenium. I am once again asking you to please keep the chat clean. Lord Explosion murder. I hate all of you. Deku. See you tomorrow, Kachan! Katsuki closed the app and set off a few firecracker pops right next to the wall so Ochako could hear his annoyance with her comments and the whole chat itself. Well, if she was still in her room, sleeping in on the day before camp like him, then she would hear it. That had been a detail about the apartment layout that he had learned after she thoroughly confused him with random knocks on their shared wall in the middle of the night. Their bedrooms were right next to each other. He hadn't been able to figure out what the sound was until she laughed so hard he could hear her through the wall. Having lived in a big house all his life, this was totally new to him. So she could suffer with his explosions since shouting kept ruining his throat. Really, learning his phone wasn't hard. After his dad turned the text-to-speech function on and stuck on one of those bumpy screen protectors Best Jeanist had sent, it was easy to figure things out. It was a phone, not rocket science. Since asking Ochako to tell the others that he was blind, Katsuki had deemed it safe enough to rejoin the chat itself. With all the pings and his text-to-speech overlapping as soon as a new message popped into the chat, he was regretting his decision to text anything. Ochako had done it over text, and some of their classmates acted like texting was the worst, most terrible way to reveal that little detail. But at least that part was over with. More notifications pinged in his earphones, but he ripped them out of his ears, not reading whatever else they were saying in the group chat. The audio hell was already giving him a headache. Earphone jack. So has he just been reading the chat since he got back? Red Riot. Better question, when did Uraraka grow a pair? Red Riot has been kicked from the group. Ingenium. The group chat was my idea, yes, but I let Uraraka make it. I see that might have been a poor decision on my part. Deku has added Red Riot to the chat. Red Riot. Thank you. I don't even want to read the chat from that time. It's too painful, man. Uravity. Kachan told me he read all of it. He's not a big fan of how we name things. Red Riot. I mean, to be fair, have you seen his hero name? Red Riot has been kicked from the group. Deku. Uravity, please. Pinky. So you guys are deaf dating, right? Pinky has been kicked from the group. Deku. Uravity, no. Uravity. Uravity, yes. End of Chapter 11.